Oh my gosh. If I hear one more person tell someone to use one of these to shoot videos instead of one of these to shoot videos, I think I'm going to scream. I can't stand that. I cannot stand professionals telling people that are not experienced video and photography people what to use to shoot video for. If you're going to shoot YouTube videos, if you're going to create content, if you're going to make product videos, no matter what you're going to do, I'm going to show you exactly what you should buy and why you should not buy what a lot of people recommend. So hold on one second. Hey guys, there's no simple way to do this, but I'm going to try and keep it as clear as possible. Now, I want you to understand something. On the website, howtoadoc.com, I'm going to do a full write-up on this so you can go through it and look at it and see some of the points. You can look at my experience over 35 years with photography, over 20 years with videography. I just have to share this because I just get so frustrated when I hear people talking about telling people to take one of these, which is a photography camera, that, by the way, this also has an option where you can shoot some video. It would kind of be like me saying, take one of these and go shoot pictures with it. This is a video camera. By the way, this has an option to take pictures, but I'm not going to tell you to go out and do photography with one of these because this is a video camera. It's designed to shoot videos. This is a picture camera. This is designed to take pictures. Do not buy one of these. If you're out there and saying, I want to start making some videos, what should I buy to shoot my videos on? Do not buy a DSLR, period. Do not buy one. Buy a video camera. And I'm going to show you the exact video camera that you should buy. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put up links on the website as well too, to exactly the cameras that I use. Now, there are two variations of this model. One's a little bit older than the next generation, but actually a lot of people like the older generation, which is still available. They're both so similar. There's not a whole lot of difference. Either one is going to work fine. They both shoot beautiful, beautiful videos. If you want to shoot 4K, crystal clear, scenic mountain shots, they're going to shoot it for you. Personally, I don't shoot in 4K. Out of all my years of shooting and producing, I can say I've probably shot in 4K maybe 10 times. I hate shooting in 4K. The file size is massive. And when you're trying to do editing and bring those files in and manage those files, it's just way too big. Plus, what a lot of people don't realize is that 87% of the videos that are watched online right now, especially on YouTube, are watched on what? They're actually watched on a phone. 87% are watched on a phone. And do you know what most phones are defaulted to? It's either 720 or 1080, period. Good example. I was in watching a TV. I got a big 52-inch, 54-inch large screen TV, smart TV, Sony, fairly new. I don't have it hardwired. I have it on wireless. I was watching one of my videos and I said, you know what, man, that video looks so good. Do you know what the TV was defaulted to? The TV was defaulted to 720. A 54-inch TV defaulted to 720, and I was watching one of my videos and I said, man, that looks really good. I just happened to click over to settings and realized it was at 720, so I switched it over to 1080. It looked a little bit crisper, but man, let me tell you what. I would say that less than 1/10 of 1% of the videos that are viewed online are actually viewed in 4K. Nobody watches videos in 4K. Shooting in 4K to me is just stupid. It's just a waste of time. It's a waste of energy. It's a waste of space. It's just a complete waste. Unless you work for the Discovery Channel, unless you're out shooting volcano lava somewhere, there really is no reason to shoot in 4K. People are going to argue, well, the resolution, and then I compress it down, and I need this because I want a cinematic. I don't want the... Dude, shoot in 1080 HD. Now, these cameras I'm going to show you, I think they have 3 HD modes total, but let me tell you what, crisp, clear video almost all the time. Now, I'm shooting in low light. I have one little light up here that's illuminating my face. You can see I have some blinds that are closed over here, and the quality of this video is going to be pretty good. You can see it. Now, one of the things I want to talk about, especially if you're probably watching this video saying, I want to create videos, there's several things you need to think about. Number one, you are the overall producer. You're the cameraman, you're the producer, you're going to be the editor, you're going to be the creative person, and you're going to be the personality that's on the camera. You got a lot to think about. These cameras make you think and work too hard. The focus on them, very seldom are they in focus. You have to sit there and you have to manually focus this camera while you're shooting your video. This camera will lock on dead on. Matter of fact, I'm going to put up right now, I'm going to put up a screenshot. I'm looking at my screen on this camera and you're going to see a face detection. And this face detection, what it does is it senses my face. It puts a square around my face and it'll focus that camera based on this, and it'll focus the lighting based on my face. It's not going to take the lighting, anything else. It's going to take my face, and that's what it's going to do on. It's a fabulous, fabulous feature on this camera, especially when you walk outside and all of a sudden you got all these backgrounds and everything going on. It recognizes your face and it'll adjust to your face. But anyways, let's continue about the thought process. If I want to go out there and if I want to record something, I'll go out and record something. All of a sudden I want to turn it around. So I'm out shooting and recording. Now all of a sudden I want to turn this around and I want to talk to the camera. So now I'm talking to the camera and I can see myself talking. Now all of a sudden I want to zoom in and I want to zoom in close on something. I want to get something real close. I can get real close. I can get 4 to 6 inches away from something. A lot of these lenses, you have to be 4 or 5 feet away, otherwise it's not going to focus. This right here is just absolutely amazing. This is what you want to shoot with. It's a no-brainer. It's point and shoot. Just go ahead and take this and shoot it. This, on the other hand, you really never know if you're exactly in focus. Most of your DSL cameras like this don't have a screen that flip around that you can see. This camera right here, and let's talk a little bit about cost. This camera right here with this lens, I'm thinking this is probably about a $3,300 camera. It's a Nikon, heck, I can't remember what it is. It's a Nikon D810. Great camera, excellent camera, $3,200. I have about 5 different lenses. You know how many times I've shot video on that thing? Twice. 2 days I shot some video on that and I never used it because I wasn't happy with it. One of the main reasons that people like to shoot on a DSLR is because they have the option to change lenses, which I don't know why you really need to do that. And then also you get that f-stop feature where you get that depth of field. So you get that depth of field. So my face is in focus and then it's all grainy and fuzzy behind me. All right, I guess that's real important to some people. But let me tell you what, it's not important enough to go to a DSLR. If you're going to sit like I am and talk to people, okay, go ahead and get a DSLR. But if you're going to take this and all of a sudden you're going to go outside, bam, and now all of a sudden you're going to go outside and you're going to want to shoot something outside, good luck doing with that camera. Next, maybe you want to, while you're talking, you want to go down and show someone something to somebody. So maybe what I want to do is I want to do a nice close-up on some flowers. Maybe I want to do a nice close-up on some flowers here. And then I want to come back up and I want to talk to the person here. Good luck doing that with the DSLR. The next thing is, maybe I want to run across the yard real quick. So I want to run across the yard real quick and I'm going to talk to you while I'm running. And guess what? This camera is going to stay pretty constant. It's going to stay pretty steady. This has a feature in it that has that floating eye feature in it, so that when I move around, when I go up and down, when I go side to side, the camera stays fairly steady. I'm holding this camera in my hand right now, and I'm talking to the camera, and I'm moving around, and guess what? The camera, even though it's shaking violently, is going to stay pretty well focused and pretty smooth. I can continue to talk. Good luck doing that with a DSLR. Use a DSLR. If you want to zoom in and out, guess what you got to do? You got to turn your lens. And guess what noise you can hear when you turn your lens? You can hear the camera lens scraping as you go in and out. Doesn't happen with a video camera. So I see something really cool on the fence. And so what I want to do is now I want to zoom out. And I want to turn the camera around and I want to talk to you about this really cool creature on the fence. Good luck doing that with the DSLR. The main point I'm trying to get across here is that if you want to shoot video, get a video camera. The other thing is the cost of the investment, and I'm going to show that to you in one sec. All right, so now let's talk a little bit about cost. This camera right here, good DSLR camera with decent lens, it's going to cost you about $3,000. The models that I'm going to link up to on the website, they're going to be probably $690 to $890, somewhere in there, the 2 versions of them. The older version is actually $690. The newer version is actually $890, somewhere around there. But a lot of people prefer the older version of this thing. And the reason being is that the older version actually has a USB plug on it, and they remove that on the newer version. It's not a huge issue, but you can charge this thing through USB. Takes a little bit longer, but you can charge this video camera through USB, and you can transport the files through USB. The nice thing about these cameras is this camera right here has a fantastic audio mic, by the way. If you're outdoors and you're shooting outdoor video, it's phenomenal, the audio on this thing. I'm actually using a little setup right here. I'm actually using a studio mic, but I'm actually just using this little, see that little mic on there, the little lapel? I'm using a little lapel plug that I have plugged into the side of the camera. And on the side of the camera, you can actually see it has headphones and it has the actual microphone switch. Inside, when you turn this on, it opens up, and I don't know if you can see it, but it has a floating eye. So this eye in here actually floats. This is not digital image stabilization. This is true image stabilization. So this camera actually floats. That eye actually floats in there. And that's what gives this the best stabilized shoot of any camera on the market. Trust me, I'm up in the mountains. I'm all over the place. This thing is stable. Inside, on the side here is your SIM card. That's where your SIM card goes. I actually use, and I'll put a link up to the SIM card that I use a 128 gigabyte 1000x speed card. So I can put a ton of video on this. I can shoot all week long on that, depending on the size video that I'm going to shoot. It comes with standard batteries. I actually buy some of these larger extended life batteries. The batteries are a dime a dozen. The batteries are cheap. They're like 25, 35 bucks each. I'm going to put a link up to my camera bag. This is my camera bag that I use. I'm going to put a link up to it. You can store 3 different cameras in here. You can store all your gear. I have audio recording devices in case I have microphones. I have lens cleaning equipment, extra batteries. Everything that you can think of will fit into here, and it's nice and small. It has a shoulder strap too. So I'm going to cut in here real quick because, and I may do this during the video, there's an item that I forgot to show you that I absolutely think is a must-have, and it's an external storage device. I put all of my video files on an external storage device, and then I put my editing file on my computer. That's a habit that you should get into. This is a 5 terabyte external storage device, and I actually have 3 of these, and they're not very expensive. Let me show it to you.
See that? Hey, Linda. What are you doing, Linda? Are you out here in the sunshine? Are you out here in the sunshine today? It's kind of cloudy. But anyways, this is the 5 terabyte external storage device that I have, and it is a must-have. So I'll put a link up to that too as well. Right, Linda? Right.
But here's what you can do, and here's the economics of this whole thing. I can buy 3 of these cameras. I can buy a tripod, I can buy extra batteries, I can buy extra SIM cards, I can buy the bag, I can buy everything I need. I can buy the editing software. I can buy, heck, I could probably buy a cheap computer. I could buy all that stuff for the price of one of these. And is your video going to be better using that? I would say no. I would say your video is going to be better shooting this because you don't have to think about the technical aspect of this. This is going to do the work for you so you can concentrate on the content. And I think that's so important for people to understand. Stop getting so technical when it comes to video shooting. This is designed to be a point and shoot, phenomenal footage. Phenomenal footage. That, the DSLRs, you have to get inside there. You have to make all your settings. You have to do the focus. You have to manually zoom. You have to make sure that everything is actually truly in focus, where instead this is going to do it for you. So, like I said, real simple put, if you are trying to decide what video camera to buy, read that page that I'm posting up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit about my background in video. I've shot thousands and thousands of hours of video, hundreds and hundreds of full-length series of educational videos and how-to videos. I'm not the guy with 17 million subscribers, but I am the guy that for years and years way back to when you had video cameras on your shoulder, has sat there and has had to create the videos, produce the videos, act in the videos, edit the videos, output the videos, and upload the videos. I have to do the entire process. And the less thinking that I have to do, the better. That's what I want you to understand. Even if you start with one of these. Do not start with one of these. If you want to take great pictures, I take pictures all the time. These are all my pictures. I have thousands and thousands of pictures. I do a lot of photography work. But video work, you really have to think. I don't have to think when I take pictures. I have to think when I do video work. I'm constantly thinking. I'm constantly scripting out. Am I saying the right stuff? Did I get that shot, or do I have to drive all the way back and reshoot that shot? So anyways, guys, I really hope if you're trying to decide on a video camera, stop what you're doing. Go to the page, which is going to be in the description down below. Read that information. I'll put up exactly all the links, even things like, here's a little trick. As an example, what is this? This is a little UV lens that will screw onto the front of this. So it just screws right onto the front of your camera here. So that's a little UV lens. Why do I put that on there? If I'm going to be outside where there's a lot of wind and a lot of dust, or I'm going to be shooting something where there's a lot of water spraying, I'm going to put this lens on it, and I'm going to have several of these lenses with me so that I can change it out, so that I don't have to worry about touching that interior lens and cleaning it. So I'll put a link up to some of those too. Even stupid stuff. Spray cleaner plus the little wipe bits are all inside of here. You want to have that with you at all times too. I'll put a link up to that. But I'm going to put a link up to the two versions of the camera. The older version of the camera, the 33 version, that's the one that I own. I own 3 of them. And I think for the savings of $200, that's the one you should order. The newer 53 version of this, there isn't any improvement really in it. Matter of fact, there's a couple videos on there. People are saying either one, I actually like the older one better. So either one's going to be fine for you. There's not a big difference in them. Hey guys, so I really want you to understand my frustration with this camera situation here. You've got these people online that are telling people that are getting into video to blow almost their entire budget on a camera that's designed to take photographs that, by the way, can take some video. Don't do it. Please don't do it. Please buy one of these video cameras. Use it and learn. And trust me, once you use one of these cameras, you'll never go to a DSLR. You'll never do it. You'll start working with the DSLR, and you'll like, man, I'm grabbing my video camera every single time. Now, I will say also that you can also, people have asked me, can you live stream with it? Yes, we used to do live streams, did a ton of Facebook Lives. You can actually get, this is a USB HDMI capture card. They're a couple $100, but the nice thing about it is you can actually bring in HD video. You can bring in 1080 video and live stream with it, because the little video capture devices just don't, they're horrible. The quality is really poor, but you can actually plug this into your camera and then bring it into something like OBS Studio and actually do live streaming with it as well. So this thing, I do live streaming with it. I take it out, I do outdoor landscape videography. We do outdoor how-to videos, whether it's around the yard. But the main point you have to understand is the production aspect of this. Remember, if you're going to create videos, you're going to be the editor, producer, the actor, the spokesperson, the uploader. You're going to do everything. And the last thing you need to worry about is this thing, this camera, something going wrong and like, man, I got to go out and reshoot that whole scene because I just lost it, or the audio wasn't right. You can actually, again, I was talking about accessories. For about, I think it's about $100, you can actually buy something that plugs into this camera, into the mic port, and it's a wireless mic system. We tested it out, and I can actually put this camera, several hundred feet away from me, and actually be talking, and it'll actually pick up wonderfully my audio. So all kinds of accessories like that you can actually get. Again, go to the website, look at that page, read up on it, look at the links. If you're going to buy it through my link, go through the link, and then put the drop warranty on it. I'm telling you, put the drop warranty on it. It's about 40 bucks for the drop warranty for 4 years. That drop protection is wonderful. That's about it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Talk to you later. Doc.